Hello, hello. I hope that you are doing well on this fall day. That is really what we're going to jump into. A little bit late to the game over here, but we are going to make this space and home cozier, more fall and Halloween forward. So I look forward to waking up tomorrow, having this place be the cozy fall haven that I'm hoping to make it with you today. Let's go ahead and get started. Welcome back to my channel again. If you are inevitably new here, which you are, I'm sure, as this is only my second video, we're picking up right where we left off in the first video on this channel, arranging these flowers. And if you haven't seen that video, feel free to pop over there after watching this one to get a little background on me and this channel and why I decided to start it and what you can expect. Like I had mentioned in that video, a big reason that I am here is to not only share content on things that I love, like welcoming you into my home for seasonal decorating, cleaning and refreshing spaces, or easy family routines and recipes, but to also share my heart and some hard-won lessons, especially from the last few years of my life that were the catalyst for me starting this creative endeavor and this YouTube channel. With that in mind, one of the topics that has been top of mind for me lately is the constant wrestle over time and the need to both try to live it with focused purpose and intentional urgency, but also live it with a sense of exhale and at a pace that is slow enough to really appreciate small joys and savor in the current season. It seems especially top of mind as we embrace fall and then soon Christmas thereafter, and as I unearth from these storage bins memories that have been tucked away from the years past, especially in the sacred years when my kids are little, where it can really feel like the pressure is just on to enjoy things. But that's almost part of the problem. When you feel like the pressure is on, the sentiment itself takes away from being able to truly just enjoy the moment. And I really feel like fall and Christmas are probably just the two seasons of the year that people genuinely do want to savor them the most. But it's no surprise then that they're the two seasons of the year that arguably go by the fastest because there are just so many check boxes. Fall activities and going to the pumpkin patches and getting Halloween costumes and classroom volunteering and trick-or-treating, and then prepping for Thanksgiving dinner, and then Christmas hits and the check boxes turn up a notch with gifts to get and Christmas activities to plan and book. Cookies and making things and decorating things and just the crazy number of hours that it takes to make that season magical for your kids, which ironically oftentimes makes it less magical for you as the adult in the equation. It can steal the joy and the savoring right out of the season, and it's this time of year when we don't really want to-do lists to overshadow the urgency of slowing down. So I had some thoughts that I thought I would share as we navigate this balance. So I'll talk through them and then I'll recap them, and you can screenshot a graphic if that would be helpful. First, it's been really helpful for me to just look back at my own patterns and my origin story, if you will, to understand why it is that I'm prone to burnout and going, which especially gets magnified in something like a holiday season. The sort of reflecting on this is the kind of stuff that I've done in therapy, and although I never would have initially connected something like therapy to being the primary catalyst that makes something like my holiday seasons go by more joyfully or at a more sustainable pace, here we are, and it's genuinely so true. As I dug into this and why it's so hard for me, wanting to live a balanced life but feeling like I just need to do and check all the boxes, I realized it's probably because I grew up internalizing achievement with worth, which is a widespread problem because our society really reinforces it. But just connecting these dots of achieving with worth is massively powerful because when I start to feel that moment of slightly frenetic overwhelm where my body tenses up and I anticipate all that I have to get done, I can realize, now that I've done the work, I've been here before. Okay, now I'm older and wiser, and I know that doing it all and achieving everything at breakneck pace and quality is not only impossible, but there's no trophy for doing it. The only trophy for something like that is the badge of a martyr, and no one wants to live like that. Plus, no one and no spouse and no kids benefit from mom operating like that either. So it allows me to breathe and realize I can just let things go. I can take a beat or cancel an activity or do something for myself, which honestly may be giving myself the gift of relaxed preparation by setting aside an hour one of these days in October to plan for December. The second thing is that it's helpful in slowing down and savoring the day-to-day in the holiday season to just be living in an orderly environment. I'll link 3 books that have really helped me understand something that I already think I knew in my gut. Why, indeed, keeping things orderly on the outside deeply benefits one's headspace and stress levels on the inside. In one of those books, Gretchen Rubin writes, "Getting in control of our possessions makes us feel more in control of our fates." And actually spending 10 minutes clearing off one shelf is better than fantasizing about spending a weekend cleaning out the basement. Since it's easier to just keep up with keeping things orderly than to catch up, this has to be a daily discipline. And believe me, if it's hard for you, we are in that together. One of the side benefits of me starting this channel is actually even the accountability to just do a lot of what I know I love having done, but I don't necessarily do when I'm left to my own devices. So stay tuned on the channel for a lot more inspiration and what I'm learning on that front too. Finally, the third thing that's been helpful for me in slowing down and savoring the holiday season is just light preparation, and I kind of touched on this. But my time in corporate America really pounded into my head this idea that failing to prepare is preparing to fail. It relates to everyday life, but especially in something like motherhood, there are no tests or hard deadlines, so it's really, really easy to not prepare. I created a document that I thought I would share. It's linked in the description box for free, just a quick way of doing a mental download and stepping into the holiday season ahead with intentionality. So as a quick recap, there are 3 things that I think we can do to slow down. First, reflect on why we might feel the pressure to go, go, go in the first place. Is that from childhood? Or since we resort to what's comfortable and what we know instead of what's best for us as human beings, maybe that feeling is just one we've come to embrace that we really need to challenge. Second, outer order leads to a feeling of inner calm and peace, so keep an orderly environment in a time that feels busy and full. And finally, plan ahead. Set intentions and take a beat to plan for the season intentionally. I hope that this has been helpful, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. That will feature Halloween before we jump into Christmas content, which is super exciting. I've loved getting this house a little more cozy, and I look forward to welcoming you back into my home again soon. Thanks for being here.